Welcome back everyone. This is a video that I've been trying to do before every single iPhone release, but I always forget to do it. Then I always talk about the impact that it has after the iPhones are released. And I will tell you to do this specific thing before the new iPhones come out. Okay, so that specific thing is if you have any phones that you have right now, if you have any iPhones that you currently have in your possession, this includes, iPhone 5S or an iPhone 10 or whatever. Now, the lower you go on the totem pole, if you have like an iPhone, 6S or iPhone 6, the depreciation that you'll see from an iPhone, from a new iPhone release, it's not going to be that much, a 3, 10, it's going to be like a 3% difference barely. However, if you currently have, an iPhone 10s that you've just been having on the side, or you have like an iPhone 10 that you haven't been using, or even an iPhone 8, I would highly recommend you to resell that device or just sell that device in general before these new iPhones come out, because it's almost always the last 2 or 3 generations of iPhones that see the most amount of depreciation when a new iPhone releases. So I would highly recommend you, if you currently have an iPhone 11 Pro, don't sell that device or anything. But on the contrary, if you currently do have an older device, if you have an iPhone 10 that you haven't been using or whatever, and you're trying to save the most amount of money possible, I would highly recommend you guys to actually go back to your iPhone 10. That's kind of what I did, or your older iPhone, resell the newer iPhone that you currently have in your possession, and then just use that until the new iPhones come out, which is probably going to end up being, within a couple months from now. And, and just keep in mind, even when the new iPhones are released and announced, they don't really see that much depreciation, the older ones, until like about a month in when people start getting them. And once the first iPhone, the new iPhone 12s or whatever, once those iPhones come out in the used market, those new ones, those older ones, even one generation behind, are going to see some massive depreciation. I've been seeing this every single year, and I did it last year actually. I think I had an iPhone 10s that I was using as a main device, and I resold that right before the new iPhones came out, and then I just went back to my iPhone 10, and I was able to recoup a ton of money. Right now you can pick up an iPhone 10s in the used market for like less than $500, around $500 on a good day. However, I sold my iPhone 10s before the iPhone 11 Pro, within like a month before that thing came out, and I sold that thing for about like $700 or $800, which was a really good deal. And I had the base model too. Obviously, I kept mine in really good condition and everything. I put on a case, I put on a glass screen protector, so it was in really good condition. But now you can barely even get probably like $450 or $500 out of it, even though it's only one generation old. So that's a common thing that I always see people basically never talking about. I think it's a very, very important thing to do. So that's basically what I'm saying. If you have any iPhone that, isn't extremely old, if you have like an iPhone 8 all the way up to like an iPhone 10s or especially an iPhone 11, if you have side devices that you're not using, I would highly recommend to get rid of them, sell them now so you can make the most amount of money possible. Once those new iPhones come out, you're going to see some massive depreciation. But like I said, on the contrary, if you currently do have an older iPhone, I would recommend kind of like what I did, go back to it temporarily, back up all your information and then restore back to that older iPhone, let's say an iPhone 10 or even an iPhone 8, and use that for the time being, resell the newer iPhone, and then just go buy the newer iPhones, the iPhone 12s, whenever those come out, and you'll be able to save more money that way. On top of that, the trade-in values that Apple does aren't really that high. You're probably almost better off reselling your device, and you'll be able to make more money that way. But that's really pretty much the process. That's kind of what I said. But that's pretty much the process. That's kind of my input onto what you should do before the new iPhone 12s come out. If you guys have any other questions or anything, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it means so much if you guys can hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.